Good morning, ninth class. Today we are beginning with respiration in plants. That is the next chapter. In this chapter, we have to learn about outline of the process of respiration, how gaseous exchange takes place, and brief outline of the process, mentioning the terms glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and their significance. Then some aerobic and anaerobic respiration chemical equations you need to learn. Also experiments based on these. So like all other organisms, plants too require energy for carrying out bodily activities, and in this chapter you will learn about two kinds of respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic, manner in which diffusion of respiratory gases occurs, as well as a number of interesting experiments. So what is respiration? All living cells in a plant as well as those in the animals require energy for various activities of the body. For example, building up proteins from amino acids, making a starch from glucose, absorbing minerals from the soil, or laying down cell walls by plant cell. These all such activities require energy, and this energy is made available by breakdown of a glucose only. This is the only substrate, a simple carbohydrate. The chemical breakdown of glucose occurs by utilizing oxygen and is represented by the following overall reaction. That is C6H12O6 plus 6O2. This stands for glucose, In presence of enzymes it occurs and it breaks into 6CO2 plus 6H2 and energy. So there are three important characteristics of respiration in this equation. First is that breakdown of glucose to carbon dioxide and water that does not occur in a single step but in a series of chemical steps. They occur in two main phases, that is glycolysis, in which glucose is converted into pyruvate, and this process occurs in cytoplasm, and Krebs cycle is the second part, that is pyruvate will be converted into carbon dioxide and water and ATP. This process occurs in mitochondria. So breakdown occurs in series of chemical steps. Out of that, two phases, glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell and Krebs cycle occurs inside the mitochondria of the cell, you all know. Now each breakdown step is due to a particular enzyme, and energy liberated in the breakdown of the glucose molecule is not all in the form of heat, but a large part of it is converted into chemical energy in the form of ATP, that is a chemical substance called adenosine triphosphate. When energy in the form of ATP is used, ATP is converted into ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate. You have to learn the full form of both ATP as well as ADP. And again, when more energy is available by further breakdown of glucose, the ADP is reconverted to ATP. So it goes on and on. And 1 mole of glucose on complete oxidation yields 38 molecules of ATP. Here they have given the cyclic process, that is diagrammatic representation of to show the use of energy in respiration. So you can see ATP breaks, converts into ADP, what it released, energy used in work, and phosphate. Then again ADP uses phosphate, some energy which is coming out after breakdown of glucose, carbon dioxide, water, energy. That energy will be stored here again in the form of ATP will be formed, and here we have the some energy released due to breakdown of food is converted into in the form of heat, and some stored as ATP. So this is important diagram.